Now let's get back to the breaking news. Antoine Massey in custody. It happened moments ago in Holly Grove. He is one of 2 remaining escapees that were at large.
A judge arraigned Antoine Massey on vehicle theft and domestic abuse charges.
New Orleans jail escapee Antoine Massey has pled not guilty to domestic abuse and vehicle theft charges.
We've learned Antoine Massey is being held without bond after a ruling by an Orleans Parish criminal court judge today. That's according to our partners at NOLA.com. He's being held at Angola prison 6 weeks after his historic escape from the Orleans Justice Center.
Now, before we get into this wild ass situation, let me make this loud and clear. We ain't here to play hero for nobody. This video ain't about condoning no domestic abuse, and we damn sure not here pointing fingers at victims. This ain't no love letter to Antoine Massey or Diamond White. This ain't no character roast either. We just gonna ride the facts, keep it 100, and let y'all decide what sound like justice and what sound like Louisiana criminal justice system playing detective with a blindfold on and both shoelaces tied together. Now look, we not gonna waste your time breaking down that fake ass May 16th toilet story. Everybody and their mama done heard that lie. Instead, we tapping straight into what that boy Antoine Massey was even locked up for in the first place. Cause those charges, man, they got more twist than the pretzel from the food court in the mall. Fast forward to May 27, 2025, Louisiana State Police stepping out like they cracked the Da Vinci Code, talking about they done arrested 6 people tied to that jailbreak.
Accomplices now accused of playing a role in the escape of 10 inmates from New Orleans. 1 week into the escape, 5 inmates remain on the run tonight, and a tactical unit arrested a man, Emmett Weber, in New Orleans East for allegedly helping some of those inmates. WDSU reporter Jasmine Franklin is live with more now, breaking down the new details, Jasmine, about others who are accused of aiding and abetting.
Right, Sella. Police have been responding to tips all week long while searching for the 5 remaining escapees. Now, those tips did help them find the first 5 inmates, but they're also right now searching for people they believe assisted those escaped inmates.
And guess who popped up on the radar? 21-year-old Diamond White, the on-again African girlfriend of Antoine Massey, is charged up with principal to aggravated escape and obstruction of justice, saying she helped that man bust loose like Shawshank Redemption 2.0.
2 more people have been arrested accused of helping the escaped inmates. Deshawnee Massey is accused of helping Antoine Massey and Derek Groves, as well as Linton Van Buren. Diamond White was also arrested, accused of also helping Antoine Massey. This comes as 5 were also arrested yesterday on accessory after the fact.
But here's where it get real spicy. That same Diamond, she the same one who originally had charges filed against Antoine Massey. Y'all following? Law enforcement started tripping over their own boots, saying this was a strategic, elaborate Ocean's 11 type plot. Meanwhile, they getting outsmarted by jail calls and email threads like it's AOL in 2003. By the time the search was still hot for the 2 inmates missing, 16 people got slapped with charges. NOPD and the sheriff's office out here acting like they cracked the cartel, when in reality, they got smoked by collect calls and co-defendants with no sense of silence.
I'm John Snell.
And I'm Lauren McCoy. Antoine Massey's sister is the latest known relative of an escapee to be booked into jail as an accessory.
As Gabby Killett reports, investigators also believe that Massey's romantic partner is involved.
These guys have to get money, clothes, food, transportation, because they had none of it when they left.
Deshawnee Massey, booked on suspicion of helping her brother Antoine evade law enforcement after he escaped the Orleans Justice Center earlier this month. She is now one of 12 people officially booked into jail for alleged collusion. Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Raspani says it is often family members help suspects hide from authorities.
They are almost always looking to family members or close friends or girlfriends to help them out. And it's what they do. It's why it's so easy to find them usually close to home, because that's where those people are.
Police say a woman romantically involved with Antoine was also implicated. They say she called police multiple times, telling them Antoine was at his sister's house. Court records reveal police had already begun surveilling Deshawnee's home on 4th Street. Investigators searched the home May 21st, but say Antoine wasn't there. Detectives say they also searched Deshawnee's phone and recovered messages between Antoine's partner and his sister. They say the women shared press releases and agreed they hoped Antoine never gets caught. Responding says people often don't consider the consequences of collusion.
People don't think about those things when somebody's running out of jail that they care about, and they say, please help me.
Police say they also discovered that last Monday at about 5:30 in the evening, Antoine's alleged partner shared a live location with Deschanais. Police say it was later deleted. Investigators spoke with both women later and uncovered Massey was at Deschanais' home that same day. And investigators say they have also secured a warrant against Antoine's romantic partner, who they say knew about the planned escape before it took place.
Check this out. Antoine Massey was originally sitting in that dirty-ass Orleans Parish jail on charges that go back to 2024. They say dude snatched up Diamond White in Slidell after he found some paperwork in her purse from a restraining order. That's when, according to Slidell police and the NOPD, things went left. They said he beat her, strangled her, threw her in her own car, and started driving her through the east, telling her he was gonna kill her. Supposedly, she tried to escape when they passed a police car near the McDonald's on Elysian Fields, but they claim he caught her, choked her till she passed out, and later dragged her to his sister's crib where he snatched her braids out her head like a damn horror flick. Blood on the walls, they said. The girl, she allegedly ran off later that morning and flagged down a stranger for help. Her own whip ended up found abandoned in the 7,000 block of Martin Road. Days after that, Antoine Massey turned up in Texas, riding dirty in a Mercedes-Benz that was reported stolen from some party in the east. At this point, the feds acting like they just locked up El Chapo. Got NOPD out here, chest puffed out like they actually solved crimes, when half the evidence came from playing back jailhouse phone calls like Spotify playlists. But here's where the plot takes a whole left turn at the red light. Diamond White, yeah, that same Diamond wrote up a court stamp affidavit saying all that mess, yeah, she takes it back. She recanted the whole story, said Antoine wasn't even in the whip with them dudes that jumped her, said he didn't touch her. So now we go from he beat me up to my bad, it wasn't him. So let me get this straight. Antoine locked up for domestic abuse by strangulation and car theft, but the so-called victim said that ain't what happened. And then the same woman that accused him caught a whole charge for helping him escape. Boy, this case sounds like it was written by Tyler Perry's evil twin. Don't get it twisted. We ain't saying domestic violence ain't real. We just saying when the paperwork got the DA looking dumb and the victim flipped her whole story, it's looking less like justice and more like some bootleg movie with the feds as lead actors. Diamond's affidavit ain't no napkin, no neither. This thing was stamped, official, court log. The DA gonna need a damn miracle to make those charges stick.
Alright, what I want to talk about today is that I learned that they locked a woman up for saying that she was supposed to be helping me in any nature. Her name is right? Now is the victim to my case in St. Tammany. What they say, the kidnapping, the second-degree rape, the second-degree kidnapping.
Even with all that, Antoine still got hit with the escape charge, but let's be real. Simple escape in Louisiana only carried like 2.5 to 5 years. That ain't kingpin time. That's go chill and come home early time.
This breaking news tonight at 6, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrow's office has officially charged all 10 inmates who escaped the Orleans Justice Center last month.
While one remains at large, all 10 will now face charges of simple escape. This comes as we're learning Antoine Massey, the latest inmate captured after that jailbreak in May, is now being held without bond. He is being held at the state prison in Angola.
And now Antoine standing tall in court July 8, 2025, and he innocent, 10 toes down, pleading not guilty to both the domestic abuse and the motor vehicle theft.
New Orleans jail escapee Antoine Massey has pled not guilty to domestic abuse and vehicle theft charges. Massey appeared by Zoom from Angola this morning. A judge ordered he be held without bond. Massey was recaptured last month after he was found hiding in Holly Grove. He had been on the run for 6 weeks after escaping the Orleans jail with 9 other inmates. Meanwhile, Derek Groves is still on the run.
His lawyer, D.O. Collier III, jumping out like Johnny Cochran Jr., saying the DA got nothing but recycled lies and scribbled statements. Antoine ain't even show up in court in person. He appeared virtually from Angola like a damn Zoom villain in the movie trailer. Still, his lawyer said clear as day, they confident he gonna beat all the charges and they gonna show the whole city this man ain't even supposed to be in custody.
A judge arraigned Antoine Massey on vehicle theft and domestic abuse charges yesterday. Now, police say Massey attacked his girlfriend last fall, leading to the domestic violence charges. Massey's lawyer says the claims of abuse are untrue and told our partners at NOLA.com that he plans to fight against it. Massey is being held without bond in Angola from charges related to his escape from the jail.
Meanwhile, the Orleans Parish DAs sitting there looking like they just lost their Wi-Fi mid-trial. They got a case built on recanted claims, mystery paperwork, and jailhouse gossip. You'd think by now, with all the bodies New Orleans done lost to gun violence and failed prosecutions, they'd learn how to have real evidence if they gonna claim that dudes committed criminal acts. Judge said Antoine still can't make bond, ordered him to stay locked up. Like they scared he gonna pull a Houdini again. And now his pre-trial conference set for August 5th, 2025. Best believe you me, we watching. After Antoine pled not guilty on July 8th, the judge hit him with the cold shoulder. No bond, no freedom, straight back to Angola. The DA sitting there proud like they got a real case, when in reality, they out here trying to turn a recanted affidavit into a conviction. And not just any affidavit, this one stamped and sealed like official mail. Diamond White switched up her whole story. From he beat me to nah, it wasn't him. And somehow she still caught a charge for helping him escape. Ain't that a trip? Meanwhile, Slidell police and LOPD out here acting like they cracked a major case, and all they really cracked was a collection of jail phone calls and emails. 16 people got hit with charges for assisting escapees. The DA got a leaky case, but still talking tough like they ain't drowning. Antoine's lawyer saying they confident in the public watching close. They pre-trial conference set for August 5th. We about to see if the system's still bluffing or if they finally realize this ain't justice, it's just a reach to keep dude locked up.